Yep, you read that right. My truck got stolen. So this week, my beautiful white Ram 2500 heavy duty turbo diesel truck that I really, really love, that I've driven all over, was stolen right on my driveway, which is just crazy because this is a great neighborhood. On Tuesday morning, walked outside expecting to see my vehicle, and it wasn't there on the driveway. I thought, oh, well, maybe my brother was playing a trick on me because he lives just a block away. So I called him up and he's like, nope, don't have your truck. And that was when I realized, it dawned on me like, oh my gosh, like it actually happened and my truck got stolen and it sucked. And so I immediately called my neighbor across the street because I know that he's got a camera system. And so I was hoping we can catch some evidence, and it turns out the angle is a little bit off, but you do see that around 5:30 in the morning, someone did access the truck and drive off with it. That was pretty upsetting. Called the cops, let them know, filed my case, also called insurance to let them know as well. So FYI, if your vehicle ever gets stolen, you need to call the cops, call the insurance company, call your bank if you have a lien on it. I also tried to do some sleuthing and just, couldn't really find any evidence, posted on social media about it, and called OnStar to see if they can track it. So fun fact, Ram doesn't use OnStar, it's actually GMC products use OnStar. So they directed me to Uconnect, which is Ram's thing. And unfortunately, they could not find the truck on GPS. So I think the thieves figured it out. How to like deactivate the signal or do something with the signal so they couldn't be located. So we were also trying to figure out like how in the world did they steal the truck, because both keys are in the house. There was no signs of damage, no broken glass, none of that, right? Some friends pointed out that there are devices now apparently where if they can get close enough to the key fob, they can swipe the RFID or the unique signal of the key fob and access the vehicle. And so I keep my keys right behind the front door, and so there's not much of a barrier between the key and outside, right? And so I think perhaps if that's the method they use, that's how they got the signal, that's how they access the truck. And so I learned that like a preventative measure that you can take is you can store your keys in what's called a Faraday box, and it's something that can block the signal of it. So I put a link below in case you store your keys close to your front door, get a Faraday box that could help you from not being in the situation that I'm in. And the story keeps evolving in that yesterday, the cops called me in the morning. They're like, hey, it wasn't just your truck that was stolen on the block. In fact, it was 2 other Ram trucks on the same block, same week. So there's something about Ram trucks that is making it easy for thieves to access. What's really funny is I was thinking about doing like a long-term review of my Ram truck because it's one of my favorite vehicles I've ever had. It's actually a really, really good truck. In terms of comfort and functionality, like it is a really great truck in that regard, but apparently they're easy to steal. So consider that when you're thinking about a Ram truck. Pretty disappointing, not gonna lie, because literally all the other trucks that got stolen on this block were also Rams. And in fact, one of them is the Ram TRX. It's like $100,000 trucks, right? Like really, really nice vehicles that are being jacked, and that's just not cool. What's really wild is that the cops called me and they're like, hey, sorry, we couldn't find your truck. Other trucks got stolen on the block. So what we'd like to do is get your permission to plant a bait truck in front of your house. And so now I've got a bait truck in front of my house, and I'm like really, really, really tempted to put like a live stream to see if we can catch the thieves or, catch a shootout or something. It's Texas. So now I've got a bait truck in front of my house, and who knows what's gonna happen. It would be really weird for me if you're a thief, you've stolen 3 trucks on the same block, the same make, the same brand of trucks on the same block in the same week, and then come back to the scene of the crime. You'd have to be a special type of stupid to do that. So I don't think the bait truck's gonna work, but we've got this bait truck in front of the house and it's pretty fun to see, I guess. Other things with the whole truck situation is that all of my tools, literally all of my tools were in the truck. All of my motorcycle transportation equipment, like the TRS system, the straps, all that was on the truck. So yeah, lost all of it. Pretty shitty. So I got to replace all that stuff. It isn't covered on your car insurance. Home insurance has a really high deductible, and it wasn't quite there to meet it. So it wouldn't make sense to pay the deductible. It's like $2,500, and I lost like $2,200 worth of equipment. So that's not going to work out that way. So it's just a loss that you have to bear, I guess. It just super sucks. Yeah. So I guess the whole thing is like, what's next, right? Because like round 3 is still happening, and I really, really want to make it. I miss racing. October was the last round I got to race in, and it's been that long. It's been like half a year now, and I'm like really dying to get back on track in terms of a race. I've been able to squeeze in a couple of practice days over the last few months, but not nearly as much as I need to be on track for racing. And the next round is coming right up. Luckily, I've got some really good friends. So Peter lent me his truck in the meantime so I can get to a track day and also get to the races as well. I just have no way of actually moving my trailer now because the trailer is like, 10,000 pound rig, and you have to have a pretty heavy duty truck to pull it, so it's gonna just stay put in place. I am now considering kind of just like taking this as an opportunity and a sign that, hey, maybe it's time to kind of downsize and just like streamline and simplify my life in general. And so now I'm considering getting a van. So like a moto hauler van, either Mercedes Sprinter van or a Ford Transit, build it out, with kind of simple things, not go too crazy. I don't plan on living in it. It's not a van life thing, but it is a moto hauler tool. And I think the benefit is that it'll be lightweight, easy to load, and then it'll kind of just be easy to live with and tow, and extend my range in terms of like places I'm willing to travel to. It's pulling the rig up to Barber, that was fully loaded, was 20,000 pounds of truck, trailer, material, and people. And so it was just a lot, right? And it costs a lot in terms of fuel, etc. And I think the moto hauler might be a lightweight solution. So if you have experience with both towing giant trailers and doing the cargo van route, comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are, and let me know what you guys think is the best way to transport track bikes, race bikes, and that kind of stuff, right? Because I feel like this is a moment in my life where I'm just like, oh man, so many bad things have happened, and I just need to like figure out what next, right? Like what to do. So that's the update for now. Not the update I was expecting to give you guys at all. If you notice, I have my new suit for my new season in the background. So I wanted to today. The goal today was to do that at the track and do a suit review, but that's not happening. So maybe that'll come up soon. But yeah. Thanks for sticking around and hearing my story. If you're new here, consider subscribing. It's usually not this dramatic. It's usually just about the bikes, just about the track days, just about the race days. But stuff happens. And of course, smash that like button. Always helps with the YouTube algorithms, helps recommend it so we can share my plight with the rest of YouTube. And I'm sure other folks have also had experiences like this as well. So, if you've run into this, let me know in the comments below. We can be miserable together. We can commiserate. Hope you guys enjoyed it, I guess. And then I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks.